Hi, I'm Lori.
I'm Kevin.
Haha, this is Kevin.
Oh, I'm Kevin.
Yeah, and we only have one microphone between us, so you should probably talk.
So this is level 3 musicality, and the first thing we did was we had you listen to a song. It's called Rainier Mountain Rhythm by Glenn Kreitzer and his Syncopators. We just had you guys listen. It was a lovely song. And then we gave you a sheet of paper which had laid out every single 8 count in the song, and I had laid them out in structures of how the music was laid out in the AABA structure, or that song specifically was AABC. And we just wanted you to be aware of different structures, different ways the songs can be structured.
I like to play games with myself if I'm not actively social dancing, just listening to music and seeing if I can identify an A or a B phrase, whether or not it repeats, if I could predict when the breaks are coming. I also play a game in the car where I listen to music and I try and identify what instrument is playing the solo, because there's a lot of solos out there, and if I get it right, then yay for me! So it's a way for you to listen to music, and the more you understand about music, the more you're going to feel it as a dancer, and the better you're going to get at interpreting that into your dance.
Yes, all that was said better than I could have. So, from there, we moved on to a different exercise.
Which was, we split into groups.
All right. So from there on, since we were talking about structures of music, we split up into 2 groups, and we had you guys choreograph 2 phrases. And we said specifically the first phrase was a AABC structure, and the second phrase was AABA structure. And you guys did wonderfully.
And so this is something you can think about in your dancing. Don't just throw out any old fancy shit just because you feel like it. It has to fit musically. That means you need to be aware of if this song is repeating itself, what's coming up. Also, if you've got a string of A's in a row, that is not the time to bust your fancy shit. It's gonna be keeping it the same. So maybe throw in 3 swing outs, throw in 3, slindy circles. This is a time for you to establish a rhythm and begin your narrative. And then when you hit that really cool move, do it on the piece of the music that sounds different from the others, and you'll notice that you'll get a much better response from the crowd and a much better response from your partner.
And then from there we moved on to the clapping exercise. So we had one.
We watched the little clarinet video.
Oh, I'm sorry. Before that, I showed you guys a video of Solomon Douglas's band playing at Lindy Focus 2 years ago, playing White Heat that was dubbed 3-Headed Snake because there were 3 clarinet players, and I showed you guys that. Just a bunch of dudes playing fantastic music, and it was very much a call and response from the band side. There were 3 clarinet players riffing off of each other, and that was wonderful. Lori's making awesome sound effects that you probably can't hear because she doesn't have the microphone. But I just really loved that video, and I really enjoyed that song, and I wanted to share. And even if we don't quite know how to dance to that yet, but I just wanted you to be aware of it. And then we did clapping, where one person would keep a beat, and then I would tap on a rhythm, preferably less than 8 counts, and then I would keep the beat and Lori would repeat, and you'd switch roles. From there,
we did a lot of rotating, and then we talked about how to incorporate those trading off rhythms into our dancing. So we took swing outs, which you can do a lot of swing outs in a row, and show how you'd have one person who's basically maintaining the beat, otherwise known as maintaining the swing out, in a kind of boring but very foundational way, and then the other person doing a variation on top of it, which is establishing a different rhythm, a different style, and they would do it twice, and then the other person would try to copy it. So this is the call and the response. You're paying attention, and then you're answering back, and then the person who answered back would then make up a new rhythm, and the other person would have to try that. So this is something you could do actually on the social dance floor. You're looking at each other, and you're you see someone do something cool, and if you're both aware of this dynamic, the person who did something cool will give the other partner an opportunity to chime in. It's not all about them looking in the mirror. It's all about me. It's about this conversation between dancers. So we hope that you take these ideas of seeing the band play with each other, being able to translate rhythm with each other, and being able to translate into dancing with each other as like part of a whole package.
And that's all I have to say about that. Thank you guys so much for coming, and hope to see you guys next week.